Trump, in other news, now saying he is considering a limited military strike on Iran as well, as tensions ramp up between both sides. Iran threatening retaliation as U.S. military forces build near Iran. All this as a nuclear deal still has to be reached. NewsNation's Marcus Espinoza has been tracking this for us. Marcus, where does the possibility of these strikes go now?
Hey, Hena, yeah, this entire situation right now on a knife's edge, and it's not looking good for peace at this moment. These latest comments come from the president after he set a 10 to 15-day deadline for a deal, and as the U.S. military ramps up its presence in that region. A second aircraft carrier, the USS Ford, that's on its way to the Middle East right now to join the already there USS Lincoln. This is part of the overall military buildup in that area. Two U.S. officials tell Reuters that military planning has reached an advanced stage and that the Pentagon is preparing for possible prolonged conflict. And there are detailed options on the table, including potential targeting of individual Iranian leaders or even regime change if the president orders that. But the president says all of this depends on what happens at that negotiating table.
Well, we're going to make a deal, or we're going to get a deal one way or the other.
But with a military strike, is it to wipe out their nuclear program?
I'm not going to talk to you about that, but we're either going to get a deal or it's going to be unfortunate for them.
So, Hena, bottom line, you don't have that many troops in that area if you're not serious about a potential strike.
What does this mean for these ongoing nuclear talks with the president consistently saying Iran cannot have nuclear weapons?
Right. Well, they're both holding firm right now. It's a game of chicken, and neither is budging at this point. So officials on both sides say hope is fading for that diplomatic solution, and that military conflict that is becoming increasingly likely. U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee among those weighing in on whether war with Iran could be imminent.
I don't think we honestly know. I do know the president would love to see Iran back down off of its nuclear aspirations. He's made it clear what they have to do. It's really not that complicated. No nuclear weapons, no enrichment of nuclear material. They've got to quit killing their people in the streets. There's as many as 60,000 that they've slaughtered. They need to stop working through the proxies of Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis. These are things that would stabilize the region. And he's made it very clear. He's never been in doubt about it.
So Iran is expected to submit a written counterproposal. That's within the next few days following the latest round of talks this past week. But big gaps remain as more time passes. This gets a lot harder to contain. So right now, Iran holding firm. They want to be able to enrich uranium. The United States absolutely does not want to allow that. So there's just this standstill right now. And again, that military option very much on the table.
All right, Marcus Espinoza, thank you for that update.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.